My under eyes are literally ball sacks right now. Can you see this? Hey. Hello my loves, don't mind the background. I'm getting around to filming a PR haul, so there's just lots of packages stacked up back there. So that is coming soon. But today I thought I would do a video that's just been flooding my inbox over the last few weeks. I don't know. Last couple of weeks I've really noticed it, and I did some Googling and I noticed that Casey did this and Laura Lee did this. So I'll link their videos down below, but basically today we are following a SCOTT Barnes makeup look on Tati. I'll link that video down below as well. So I'm gonna do this similar to the way I did my Doja Cat look. If you guys missed that, make sure you check the down bar. I recreated her like e-girl signature look that she did with Vogue. So I'm gonna do a similar thing today, and we're gonna try this crazy contouring. Lots of people wanted to see how it looked on me. So obviously here's my bare face, no filter. It's actually quite bright. Let me make it darker so you can actually see like everything on my skin. There we go. I actually had some breakouts recently, so the technique looks quite full coverage, which I'm excited about. I've watched through the video one time, so I have a little bit of an idea of what we're doing, but I'm gonna watch it as we go as well and just, yeah, do this. Got an iced coffee. I haven't had one in a little while, so.
Treat you as though we were doing like a video shoot, music video or nighter, right?
Or nighter.
What I like to do with this is to bring it in, and you just use it to like eliminate stuff.
Okay. So he's using a shit ton of concealer. Instead of like say primer and foundation like a lot of people do, he goes in with this pale concealer, shapes out the face, and like starts there. I guess that adds like a lot of the coverage and everything. And I do have one of the all-nighters right here. This is the shade 20NN. And I do really like this on the face, so I'm gonna do the same thing he did on Tati. This is what he does on JLO. So he starts like straight away, like coming down here, and then kind of like, I don't know, around the eye. Is that right? Alright, we've also got some over the eyebrows. I'm going to take an opportunity to kind of like sculpt out my eyebrow, the chin, to bring the chin forward, which I like. Alright, I feel like we're ready to blend. So he uses a like flat brush, which I pretty much use in my makeup routine like every single time I do my makeup, as you guys know. This kind right here, this is the Julep Petal brush from XO Beauty. So I'm going to use the petal side, and he kind of like pats it, like pat, and slowly kind of like pats it downward. Oh, and he brings it all the way up the nose and puts them down the nose too, okay. So my nose is like ridiculously crooked, but I'll do my, I feel like I'm going cross-eyed. I'll do my best. And then up the sides as well. He only leaves like the tiniest little gap. Pat. Like covering kind of my cheekbone area. And you can see this is very pale, but he said that this is to like highlight, you know. This reminds me of how everyone did their contouring like when YouTube was first getting big, like with contouring. Like everyone used to cream contour underneath their foundation. At least the people I used to watch. I wish I could remember who, but seen this technique before. Scott's not the first person I've seen do it. Maybe he's like the most famous person. Definitely tried this before. Maybe not in the exact same placements though. The placement's different, definitely different. Just flipping my brush and kind of using the smaller side to get around my eyebrow a little bit better. I'll keep blending. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting to do like the patting motion. Like I start like vigorously blending, but he kind of just pats.
See that? See how the angles are already happening? It's kind of weird, right? The chin is because...
How do I blend this middle part? So he says in this video, like this is for like music videos, theatre, performing. Like you're probably not just gonna wear this kind of makeup on your wedding day or to a date or like to your family gatherings. Definitely something that's a bit more for photos and videos, I'm assuming. Let's see how it turns out. Like, I mean, it doesn't feel like thick and heavy, but it looks thick and heavy. It feels fine because I don't have anything else on. It's just concealer. Next up, he goes in with a contour with like a paintbrush, literally like a paintbrush. So I'm just going to use a different brush that I already have. His contour doesn't even look like cool tone or neutral tone or anything. It looks quite warm actually. So I'm just going to use some kind of cream contour that I have. I'm going to use this brush here, which is called a face definer brush by XO Beauty. It's like a thin kind of narrow brush that's really good to contour with. You can use this with powder too or cream. Scrap that because I don't have like a dipping kind of product. I don't have like a dark concealer or anything. I've only got some stick contours for cream contours. So I'm going to kind of emulate where he put his, which was the jaw. Oh my god. And it was a lot of product, you guys. Okay, he starts blending this first. So I guess we'll just take this brush and like blend it down. Is this normal? Is this right? Woo! And then he does a V, like down the neck. My neck just looks patchy, like straight up patchy. All right, and now he's going into the cheekbone, which we all know hopefully how to do this by now. And he brings it like quite far down. It almost looks like he's kind of blending it down a little bit rather than up, which I normally blend like a little bit more up. And then he takes it all around the forehead too. So I'm making sure to really blend it into my hair so there's no like little gap or anything. He brings it like over here a little bit. So he's using like a really little like angled brush. So I think what I'll do, I'm going to use my eye definer brush and I'm going, is this going to focus on me? Get directly to the brush and he takes it like all the way down just in a straight line, I think.
And then they drag all this
Just watching it
into the nose.
Okay, so he takes it down the nose. This is like going to be one of the only times you guys ever see me like contour my nose like this, because I just feel like normally it just looks shit on my nose because I've got such a crooked nose. But who knows? Hey, I might love it. Oh, there's the bump in my nose right there. You can see where I'm starting to go curvy. It's so hard to even draw a straight line because my nose itself is just like not straight. Like it's really hard to actually do. I'm gonna do a little V at the end like he did, and then he just kind of leaves it there, and then he takes some more product around the lip. Wheel. I mean, it works. It's making my lips look bigger already. I mean, sometimes I kind of do it like underneath here like this, like just with a bit of powder bronzer. Okay, I think we're done with the stick contour now. Next he goes into foundation, so foundation that kind of matches, you know, the chest first. He's going straight all over the chest. I'm not ready for this, okay? I don't want to be washing off foundation off my body later. I just am going to keep it to the face. But hey, I mean, for, you know, theatre and stuff, I get it. For me, for every day, for a normal person, we're probably not going to want to put foundation all over our body. We'll probably use like a tinted shimmer product or something like that instead. So I'm just going to keep it to the face, but he does put it on her hands, on her body, to basically like fake tan her. Bondi Sands does like instant makeup for the body kind of stuff. So does Loving Tan. And it looks like he kind of avoids the center, and then he goes in with like a lighter foundation over like the center, like highlighted part of the face to really like keep all that contouring in place. It looks like he's starting on her forehead. Oh, and I'm going to take one of my darkest foundations I own, because I feel like my tan looks quite dark right now, to be honest, and I feel like to really get that, you know, shape like what he's created, like the JLO shape, it needs to be a dark color, and then like more my like in between my natural and a bit lighter in the middle, and then blend it all together or something. I don't know where this is gonna go. I've kind of forgotten what the next steps are already. I'm going to use an angled face brush by So Beauty. I've got some on my hand. So this is, I almost forgot to freaking say, the Le Tint Touche Eclat BD50, and it expired in 2016. They do still sell it though, because I saw it at Sephora the other day because Sally wanted to buy it. So we're going to blend this on top, and oh my god, I've pasted my hair on top of it. Okay, we're good. My phone's gonna die also. This is handy. Okay, so like all the way, like basically what I've done here, that's what he's done. So, and then he brings it like on top of where he contoured. So you should hopefully still see some of that contour underneath, I suppose. So otherwise what's the point? Right, over the ears, the contour, and then he goes in with a lighter color like everywhere else. So
okay, so
we're just gonna go basically where we contoured with this one then. I'm gonna bring it down my nose, I mean not my nose, bring it down my neck as well, where I've got this like contour and my jawbone, because it's looking like crazy. I feel like my contour is kind of just blending in. Dunno. So straight underneath where that Clinique chubby stick is. This is so weird. It still looks like real like gross and cakey on my neck. I'm not a fan of that. I'm just gonna like blend it all over rather than just having it in the middle. Oh my god, this is like a workout. And then, like I said I wasn't gonna do, I'm just gonna bring the foundation like over my chest just a little bit, because otherwise it just looks really cakey on my neck because I've got so much product there. Can you actually like see where I've contoured? I don't, look at that line. Okay, oh wait, I'm supposed to put some like lighter color there, I think. Okay, let's do this. Let's switch the foundation now. I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the like dewy foundation in the shade 200W, and we're gonna use this everywhere else, I guess. I mean, it's gonna be a little bit darker than obviously this color because this is like super light. It's meant to highlight, and then we're gonna blend it like over this lower part underneath the cheekbone, I guess. And I guess he just keeps tapping it, and he said over the lips to just like tap 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 over the top, and I haven't really figured out what to do over the nose yet, so we'll save that for last. So I don't know how I feel about like the cream contouring, but straight away I have to say I do like the contrast between the two different colored foundations. I feel like you could probably just do that rather than like all the creams underneath. I don't know, I'd have to try it, because maybe not, maybe it is the creams that's giving it this effect. I'm just keeping that on top of my face. I'm not going underneath here because I want this part to look darker. This is a lot, you guys. Like, this is like heavy. If you like it, like if I like it too actually, but if we all like this look, I should try and do this again, but like wearable for day to day that takes like way less time, because obviously this, like, you know, it's not the fastest process. By the way, I love this foundation. I love both the foundations I just used. I'm just going to run that all the way up to my cheekbone and under the eye and blend everything together. I don't want to like pack on too much makeup under here, because otherwise it's just gonna like go cakey and creased. Like, gross. No. See, that's actually like pretty. I can definitely see the contouring on my top lip. Actually the bottom one too, that is a really good trick. I like that. I think I would do that again. It doesn't look crazy. I thought it was gonna look crazy. It looks alright. But the nose, we need to do something about. Let's see what Scott does here. Sorry if this sounds really strange. I'm like fast forwarding through it, but he leaves the nose for a long time, so like this product is dry on there, you know, so it should make it like not move too much when you go to blend it. Okay, blush. He's going with cream blush before doing any of the nose stuff. Okay, well, I've got some of these pony effect ones, like a baby pink or a peach. I might do the peach. So I'm gonna take it on this brush by Iconic London. I'm just gonna brush it straight on. So I've got a decent amount. He puts on like a decent amount, and he's kind of keeping it here, but I'm gonna do it for my face shape. So kind of the apple and then almost on that cheekbone. He just seems to like pat it in. Flicks it upward when he blends it. So this is so pretty. This is called Touch Me. It's cute. It's like super bright. All right, that gave me the perfect amount of color. I need to go back to cream products. Actually, like the last few days I've been using, why am I trying to put this, like this is a foundation lid. Where's, okay, here it is. I've been actually using less powder lately, aka like the last 2 or 3 times I've worn makeup. I've just done tinted moisturizer, the Pretty Fresh. I did a first impression on this, I'll link it below, with the concealer, and then I've just been using like cream bronzer. I used like a liquid blush, liquid highlighter, and just left it and didn't powder, and it looked really good. Even under my eyes, like my eyes didn't crease too much. This is creasing though. Like, I find this concealer is quite like heavy. The moral of the story is I want to use like this color more. And this other one, what's the pink one called? My Everything. Like, that looks stunning as well. I need to use it. Like, how pretty is that color? It's just sunk into my skin. I feel like a tanned goddess. Okay, I'm feeling the makeup. I feel like it wouldn't be that crazy in real life. Like, I don't have like only the neck. I don't like this part, but the actual like face makeup so far, like I would wear that out and about. Like, it doesn't look too crazy. It just looks like full coverage foundation, you know? Maybe once we set it, it'll be a different story, but like I feel like it doesn't look that different. It just looks nice and blended and bronzed. Okay, so next up, he still has not, wait, he has. When did he do the nose? Did he do the nose off camera? He's like adding some more concealer under the eye, so we'll do that. And then the contour is blended. I don't know how to do this part. Damn it, I was really hoping he would show it. Okay, I am gonna take my Petal brush. So literally the smallest amount, like he didn't use much, literally the most tiny little baby droplet. Run the brush through it. Go down my nose. I'm just kind of like covering the side of my nose where we've already concealed because it looks a little bit like crap, and then maybe I'll just like go up and down the very center. So that's starting the process. I don't really know. I never do this. Do I just use my finger? I don't know what to do. You can barely even see it. And my nose just looks large because I usually put like bronzer all over it. Hers is way more golden. Like Tati's nose is way more golden. I'm gonna, because I don't know what's happening, I'm gonna put the dark foundation on top. That's better because that just made my nose look less like highlighted on my face. Translucent kind of slightly pink tinge under eye concealer powder thing. I'm just gonna use the same brush because I've committed this far now. This is a Makeup Revolution powder. I don't know if I said that. And he's bring underneath the eyes to set the concealer. Oh, he does a little bit like on the chin as well. And like, yeah, the T-zone over top of where we highlighted the chin. I do like this effect. It makes my face look longer like that. Highlighter he uses a shit ton, okay, on a big fluffy like fan brush. So I've got my contour Fran brush and I'm going to use, I don't know, maybe this peachy color. And he's like just like woo, like all over the cheek. So I don't know how much to use. This is the Soph palette Da, one of my favorites. Oh, and it's almost like he's sitting, you know, this area using this product. Yeah, mine looks kind of similar. Okay, and it looks like he used a small, like he must have used a small brush for the nose and really like went straight down that middle part. So I'm gonna use the same little eye definer brush I used earlier and wipe it off first. And I never normally highlight the whole, you know, length of my nose because I just don't like the way it looks on me. But I'm gonna mix like the dark colors together to try and like, I don't know, give me some color. And it looks like he just went all the way down. Like I didn't see him do it. I don't know if I missed it or what, but I just rewound a few times and I couldn't see him actually doing it. I don't know. I'm just going to take the fan brush and like give it a quick blenderoo. Okay, that looks like decent actually. Okay, he's highlighting the brow bone now. Highlight my brow bone, I suppose. Bronzer. Can I use my contour? Because am I supposed to use bronzer?
With the curves of this brush.
I'm panicking. Bronzer or contour? Like she wrote bronzer on the screen and it doesn't say. So I'm gonna use my contour. I use a little bronzer brush. He's just like contouring. So I'm not gonna put on heaps, just a little bit. But now I'm like, well, what's the point in all of that like cream? But then again, I do that too sometimes, but I usually do foundation and then cream contour and then powder contour. If I'm going for like that crazy look, I don't know. I mean, this is quite good because it's setting it in place because I don't have any powder on this part of my face yet. Unless I missed that part. Like I feel like he hasn't set it yet. Because like on the video, obviously like editing comes down to it too, but like I only saw him set the T-zone.
I created this.
Got him on 6% battery. Why am I doing this to myself? Right, so he's doing lip pencil. He also seemed to do a little bit of bronzer around the edges just to, I guess, set that. It's alright. It's looking alright. Doing what he did, he took his brush, he's like zoop, 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 like wherever, whatever you want to do. My under eyes are literally ball sacks right now. Can you see this? Hey. The lip pencil just lines. You're not supposed to overline too much because of the like cream contour. I'm trying my best not to overline, but I'm so used to overlining I don't even know how not to overline. I have so much foundation on my lips right now. Alright, and then lip gloss. I'm gonna use one of my favorite ones. This is the Lip Maximizer by Dior in the shade 002. His looks like a lot more bronze, but I don't really have one like that because I got rid of most of my lip glosses, so I feel like his looks a lot darker. But still looks cute. My lips look big. Alright, next he does some brow powder by the looks of it. So I'm gonna use my eyebrow groomer brush and my browsings. And he just does like really small amounts at once and just builds it up. And then he used like a mascara. So pretty standard, I guess, for me. So I don't know why I've had so many requests to do this. I guess you guys have just been curious to see like how it looks on my face or like how I approach it, I guess. So yeah. It's interesting. Definitely don't hate it. I don't like under the eyes because my under eyes is just so caked up right now. But I do like the technique using the two different foundation colors. That Vogue one I did, I really want to do some more Vogue ones. Let me know down below like some more Vogue videos you've seen that you want to see me recreate because there are some really like interesting ones, or like there's just like, you know, the Kardashians or like Victoria's Secret models. Like is there anyone in particular? And I'm going to use this Natural Brow Shaper by Bobbi Brown and just add that into my eyebrows. My eyebrows are a mess right now. I need to go get them waxed. I was meant to get it done in Auckland, like get my eyebrows shaped and tinted and everything, But I forgot that you can't do it after you get like Botox done, and I just got a do-over of my masseter like jaw Botox and in between my eyebrows. So I couldn't get my eyebrows done, and now they're really hairy and I'm like, I need to sort them out. And I bought some DIY stuff off iHerb, and I'm like, do I try it? Do I risk it? Because literally knowing me, I'll rip out like all of my eyebrows and all of my eyelashes, and it'll just be messy and ugly. Oh wait, okay, so he's going in with like a contour powder again and the powder brush, and he's like once again drawing on the Julep. That actually looks bomb, like this brush with this product. This is the Tarte stuff that I use all the time. So just going around, and then he takes a bronzer brush, whatever, and a bronzer with like a slight amount of shimmer. I'm pretty sure he said bronzer. This is so like confusing, honestly. So I guess I'll just go in with like a slightly shimmery bronzer. This is Sweet Tea by Too Faced, and he just kind of like flicketed it up. Is that a word? Flicketed. It looks bomb. I'm shook. I really like that chin technique. I have a jawbone. Thank you, Lord. Like that. Alright, and now like one color in the crease all the way around, start to finish. So I think I'll just use a crease blender brush. So I'm gonna use caramel, and he like goes all the way across in like little circular motions. This color is one of my favorite colors. It's so pretty on the eye. He like uses his fingers as well. You just get a lot of soften the edges, and he looks like he just like wings it out, bringing it underneath, and then just using like another flat brush, he kind of like sharpens it, which is actually something I do naturally. Like sometimes I just do this because I'm like, oh, I've got a bit low. So he kind of uses it, yeah, just to clean it up and soften. And then he took a lighter color. So I'm gonna take Macaron, which is this one right here. He said like a light tan. I'm kind of mixing it with the caramel shade and just running that underneath the eye as well. I'm gonna mix together Sugar and Apricot, which is this one and this one, and he puts it just on the ball of the eye. And I'm doing my best job. I've got long nails, so it's kind of hard to do this. Like her eyes are a little bit darker, so I'm gonna take a little bit of Pretzel as well.
Together first, where it's like darker at the lashes.
This is buildable, and it's really cool.
Let's do the Gold Digger.
Your lash, my mascara.
Well, you know the trend is really.
Alright, and then once the lashes are on, my glue is being a little jackass and not sticking right. He kind of like darkens up that lower, like smudges the lower lash line a little bit again. Going over the lashes again. These lashes are so beautiful though, like how stunning. Once again, they're called the Gold Digger. I'm just doing what he did. He went over and over. We'll go back into caramel. So my eye looks a lot like warmer than what he did on Tati, but I love it. Does some more like blending all over the face. I think that's it. So not a lot of powder like all over at all, like from what I saw. Once again, I could have missed a bit. My eyes look nice and big and bright. Simple eye makeup, nothing too crazy, very quick and easy. The base obviously takes a lot longer though. I like how the highlight is kind of like blended all over, because it gives you that multi-dimensional look, and it doesn't look like too much, surprisingly. I thought it would be too shimmery, but it's nice. And I think maybe because you're using it on top of a cream blush, it doesn't look too crazy. The cream blush was probably one of my favorite parts. I love how my eyebrows look, but they're very similar to what I normally do anyway. I like the darker foundation around the edges and just basically everything on the base except under the eyes. Like under my eyes, I just feel like the concealer was like a bit crazy, and I would probably use a different concealer and different powder and everything, and I would probably just do a little bit more like bronzer on my nose. Oh, I'm going bright. I'm trying to go darker. Here we go. You can see the true color here. So overall, I definitely feel like I did learn a few new things that I would implement into my routine, especially the contouring around the jaw. Stoked about that. Thank you guys so much for recommending this. It was a lot of fun to try something completely new and try a technique that I never do. The blush is just insane. Like that, if you could buy one thing that I used today, that blush was magic. I love it. Don't forget to watch my Doja Cat one. I've already done it before down below. That look is completely out of my comfort zone. Way more than this even. And I will talk to you guys in my next YouTube video. Bye.